Hey everyone, how are we all doing? Okay, so before we get started, everything I say in this video is my opinion, mine alone. Please feel free to do your own research, come to your own conclusions. Please do not harass or attack anybody mentioned in this video. So, let's get on with this. It never fails to amuse me how much hate there are for people on YouTube, including myself. The things that people have said outright lied about me has been amusing. I must say, I do find it amusing. You have to. Now, the hate for other creators, Katie, for example, I honestly don't know how she does it. I get the odd person. Katie got channels. Literally, there are channels out there who hate Katie Joy. Whilst on Twitter, I came across someone who lives for the hate of Katie Joy. And I was like, what? You actually come on YouTube just to watch channels because you hate Katie Joy? A woman you're never going to meet. You don't know her. She doesn't know you. She probably doesn't even know your name. But you live for hate things. And probably will up until the end of your surgery. That blew me away. I gotta be honest, I saw that and I laughed. I laughed my ass off. That someone's life was that driven by hate. Why? What purpose do you have in life if all you care about is the hate of one person on the internet? Now, recently, I've been reporting a lot on Molly Golightly. More than I would like to on any creator, to be honest with you. And I've gone back to her past for a reason. I've gone back to her past to say, look, what Molly is showing us now isn't new. This hasn't just started. She's been doing this for a long time. And something Molly said a day or two ago in a video, she was talking about Katie, since she is a new member to the anti-KJ community and very vocal about it. She was talking about Dre's children's father and that Katie was raising money for him. Now, that wasn't the funny part. The funny part was, Molly said, why the F do we have to be paying everyone's legal bills? Now, excuse me, Molly, but isn't that what you're asking your subscribers of to do for Letitia? No? But here's the thing, there's no evidence of any legal things being paid for. No lawyers being paid for. Nothing filed in court. And I'm sure by now, if it had been, there would be people who would have found it. And up until now, nothing. We are told that Letitia's lawyer spoke with Dre's lawyer, apparently, and made it possible for Letitia to visit. Now, Marwan McRae has been in a coma for 2 months. We are told Letitia spent 3 hours with her son. 3 hours. So then what have you done with people's money? Because you've had thousands thousands upon thousands upon thousands. Why is it that Molly thinks that we should pay for Letitia's lawyer, but not for the girl's father? Now, I gotta be honest, the anti-KJ community are going nuts over Katie attacking Molly. But they're not saying nothing about what Molly's doing. Molly can throw a fit on a mother talking about her son dying. And how many of them are speaking about it? Because she lost her shit whilst having a conversation with a mother who lost her son. 2 times she told Molly that he died. 2 times Justin said her son passed away. She buried her son. To continue her fit, Molly decided, I gotta go. I love you all, goodbye, and shut down the stream. That was the second woman she attacked in 10 days. The second mother that she attacked in 10 days. Everyone in this place is going nuts over Katie and what Katie said about Dre or Molly. Why is it okay to bring up what Katie said and what Katie's done, but no one has the time or the energy to look at what Molly's doing? Now, in my opinion, if you've got a channel and the only thing you talk about between 5 to 7 days a week is one person, you hate them. If you ain't got new content, you'll go back and pull up her history. Now, I keep seeing people say, don't go after the past, don't go after the past, don't go after the past. But these people are okay to pull up a video that Katie done 2 years ago. How is that not biased? How is it okay that anybody pulls up things that Katie did, but anybody else is off limits? Molly's a good person raising money for a mother who can't see a child. Now, let's be straight about this. Letitia didn't bring Marbon up. She not only had him adopted, she also gave up all her parental rights. With the amount of thousands that have been raised, she wouldn't have to worry about her job. She would be there with her son. Why does she expect Dre to be kind to her, when from what I've seen, she's never shown a bit of kindness towards Dre? Even down to when she's been contacting Dre because of Marbon, she didn't do it. She didn't write those text messages from the heart. She had someone on Facebook do it for her. All the teacher did was copy and paste. Now, I'm sorry, but if my son was in a coma, I wouldn't be worrying about my job. There's only one thing I would be worried about, and that is my son. Now, I've tried to keep it classy, I've tried to keep it straight. But every opportunity they take, they're ripping somebody else a new one. If I donated money for a lawyer, I would want that money to go towards a lawyer. if I donated money for someone to go to a spa, then I want that money to go towards them getting a spa. Now, if the lawyer had been paid for and everything had been dealt with, I would probably say, okay, use that little bit of money to get yourself a nice meal or something while you're at the hospital. Use that bit of money and buy yourself a nice bottle of wine to enjoy after you've been to the hospital today. But then that would be my choice to say to you that I'm okay with that. If I see someone homeless in the street, I would rather go and buy them something to eat. I'm then going to sit down with that person and have a conversation. I want to know how they ended up on the streets. What's keeping them on the streets? And is there a way we can look into getting them off the streets? I'm not going to give them 20 quid to go and stick it up their nose or whatever. Because that way, 6-7 hours, they could be an ambulance picking that person up. Where I could be sitting down with that person, having a conversation and looking into a way of getting them off the streets. I would be devastated if that happened. I would literally be devastated if I give someone money and they put them in an ambulance. We know that Letitia doesn't like Dre. And the reason we know that is because of Marvon. Letitia has also mentioned that she didn't want Marvon to marry Dre because she had children and because she'd been married before. But Marvon loved that woman, loves that woman. The woman his mother didn't want him to marry. I've listened to the words Marvon has spoken about his own mother. I've listened to Dre say that they couldn't afford their wedding rings because Letitia couldn't keep to an arrangement that she'd made with Marvon. That her daughter was sleeping on a mattress on the floor because Marvon was paying for her cab. We've heard Marvon say that his mother used his national insurance number to get finance. We've heard Dre say that Marvon could be in trouble with the army if he gets into serious debt. And we've heard Unirock confirm this along with Navy. Letitia isn't trying to be with her son, in my opinion. Letitia is not doing everything she can to be by his side right now. She's taking double shifts instead. The anti-KJs are on a field day. Molly Golightly snaps at Katie. Molly Golightly is sick of Katie Joy. Molly Golightly is a manipulator, a scammer, and a bully, in my opinion. Molly attacked the family of Oh boy, I forgot her name. Chris Watts' wife. Go back and look at some of my videos. How many people have Molly attacked? Dragged. Molly Golightly is not a good person. She doesn't care who the victim is. She stood outside of the home of the sister to Brian Laundrie and demanded they come out. Did they come out? Yes. Was it their fault what her brother did? No. Was it his mother's fault what he did? No. Were they wrong not to answer the phone to the parents of Gabby Petito? Probably yes. But ask yourself this question. If you knew what your son had done, if your son had done that, would you have been able to answer the phone to her parents? Would you be able to answer the phone to the mother of your son's girlfriend's parents? I wouldn't. Firstly, I would probably be ashamed. Secondly, that is still their child. Did they do everything right? No. Probably not. Would you do everything right if it was your son? When we have children, we make one promise. And I swear to God, every parent makes the same promise. Through love nor money, I will protect you till the day I die. And if you're a parent, you've probably looked at that newborn baby and said to yourself, through love nor money, sickness, health, whatever the circumstances, I will protect my child. It is no different to Brian Laundrie's mother and father, or even Gabby Petito's parents. It's been a year since Gabby was taken. My heart breaks for her. My heart breaks for her parents, for her family. But I also have a heart for the parents of Brian Laundrie, because they also lost a child. What he done was wrong. Very, very wrong. And he will never be forgiven. And he knew that. He knew. Why do you think he took his own life? Because he would have to live with that every day. And most normal people couldn't live with that every day. They wouldn't have it in them to live with that every day. The guilt, the torment, the replaying over and over and over again every time you close your eyes. He should be where Chris Watts is right now. Instead, he went out and he took the easy way out. Does that mean I can't feel for his parents for losing their child too? I'm sorry, but I have a heart. The way I see people sitting here defending Molly, she can't keep her story straight. One day it's one lawyer, the next is 3. The lawyer's been paid, but the funds are all still there in the account. Which one is it, Molly? We're not here to pay for everybody's lawyers, but I'm asking you to pay for Letitia's. So which one is it, Molly? You mock the name McRae, but you would never mock someone in a coma, would you, Molly? I don't know how these people sit here and justify the things that they say. Katie, congratulations on your documentary. You must be ever so proud of yourself. I know I would be. And despite people taking every word she says and twists everything she does, she's still here. She's still going. 250,000 subs in. More subs than any of the hate channels got. And she's probably bringing home a pretty penny. I'm not Katie's biggest fan, and I doubt I ever will be. But you know what? No matter how much they drag her, no matter how much they ridicule her, they talk about her chin, they talk about her eyebrows. And I'll put my hands up and say I've done it too. Not the chin. I've mocked the eyebrows once or twice. And you know what? I was wrong. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever Katie has problems with, that's Katie's thing. Whatever is going on with her and her son, that's up to her. I'm not going to come here and drag her about her parenting. I'm certainly not going to drag her about her chin. Or her looks, for that matter. Do you know what? Katie actually not even ugly. She's not. She looks gorgeous. But when people gotta drag someone every single day, that tells me that they're missing something in their lives. There is something that they lack in, not Katie. But despite everything I've shown about Molly, people are still defending her over Katie. And she has done some of the worst things I've seen on YouTube. Worse than Katie. But no, they're going to keep on doing what they're doing. But I'm going to call this video a night. And I don't know. Maybe people will open their eyes and see what's really going on around here. But if it hasn't happened yet, I highly doubt it's going to. So thank you for watching. Please hit that like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Is all the hate warranted? Or are people really just that jealous? I'm torn. I'm really torn. Thank you for watching, everyone. Good night.